Bismillahi wa bihi nasta'in. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. So today I will discuss about Article 14 Article 14 of the Philippines. So sa Article 14 of the Philippines, specifically siya sa education, science, technology, arts, culture, and sports. And my second topic is Republic Act number 232 of the Philippines. So, as a future, as a student and also a future teacher, you really need to study this article kasi nga batas ito. So, kailangan malaman natin as a future teacher and also a student na malaman natin kung ano yung batas sa pag-aaral. At ang batas na ito is hindi siya pwedeng baguhin kasi nga batas na ito nasa batas na ng Pilipinas. So let's start to the education. So section 1, the state shall protect and promote the right of all citizens to quality education. Ibig sabihin is yung citizens, yung mamamayan is meron siyang karapatan. Meron siyang karapatan na makapag-aral. Sa batas na ito is binigyan na ng karapatan yung citizens na makapag-aral ng quality education at all levels. Hindi lang siya pang elementary or hindi lang siya para sa mga taong mayayaman. Ibig sabihin, itong batas na ito is binigyan niya ng karapatan yung lahat ng tao, mapamayaman man, so meron siyang karapatan makapag-aral. And shall take appropriate step to make such education accessible to all. At the same time, so lahat ng mga citizens meron siyang karapatan na maka-access to all levels. Hindi lang siya pang elementary, so meron siyang karapatan na makapag-aral ng all levels. Hindi lang siya elementary or secondary. So ito yung ibig sabihin ng section 1. So sa section 2, first, establish, maintain, and support a complete, adequate, and integrated system of education. So kapag sinasabi natin integrated, ibig sabihin halimbawa sa isang barangay is hindi siya dapat meron siya sa isang barangay is dapat meron siyang kindergarten, elementary, secondary, and high school and college. So that's one na magiging integrated yung system of education. So kailangan daw is halimbawa sa isang barangay is hindi lang siya dapat na kinder lamang, dapat meron din sa elementary, secondary, and relevant to the needs of the people and society. Kung ano yung relevant doon sa kailangan ng isang society. So number 2, establish and maintain a system of free public education in the elementary and high school levels. Ibig sabihin, dapat sa public schools, public education is free yung edukasyon para matuto lahat. without limiting the natural rights of parents to rear their children. And dapat hindi pinagbabawalan yung may karapat yung parents na palakihin palakihin o di kaya alagaan yung kanilang mga anak. Elementary education is compulsory for all children of school age, and at the same time yung elementary education is dapat daw sa lahat ng mga mga bata, lahat ng mga estudyante is kailangan dumaan sila sa level na ito. Hindi pwedeng yung sa isang bata is mag-direct na siya sa halimbawa high school, hindi man lang siya dumaan sa elementary. So ibig sabihin dapat yung mga bata is makapag-aral din siya ng kahit elementary lamang. So sa number 3, establish and maintain a system of scholarship grants, students loan programs, subsidies, and other incentives which shall be available to deserving students in both public and private schools. So meaning kailangan sa state na ito is kailangan mayroon ding scholarship program para doon sa mga estudyante na let's say nahihirapan silang sa financial support sa kanila sa pang-araw-araw na pamumuhay. So dapat magbigay ng scholarship yung isang halimbawa sa isang paaralan, especially doon sa mga estudyante na deserving naman sila sa both public and private schools. Meron naman deserving naman sila, kung baga karapat dapat naman silang makapag-aral doon sa public or private school. So sa number 4, encourage non-formal and informal. Kapag sinasabi natin yung non-formal, ito na yung pag-aaral na kung saan outside of the class. Yung informal naman is maaaring outside of the class din siya. Pero ito na yung pag-aaral na kung saan is wala na siyang curriculum na sinusunod anytime. Unlike sa non-formal, maaaring magkaroon pa siya ng curriculum. Halimbawa ng non-formal is yung madrasa education. And indigenous learning system, kailangan din is ma-encourage, bigyan pansin din yung mga indigenous learning system, yung mga may sariling language as well as self-learning, yung mga taong self-study lang sila. Independent, yung mga taong independent, nag-iisa lang, and out of school study programs. So, ang halimbawa ng out of school study programs is yung through internet, nag-aaral sila through internet, particularly those that response to community needs. Sa number 5, provide adult citizens, the disabled, and out-of-school youth with training in civics, vocational, efficiency, and other skills. Ibig sabihin, sa number 5 is kailangan makapag-provide din, kung baga mabigyan ng pagkakataon na makapag-aral yung mga senior citizens, yung mga matatanda, and disabled, yung mga disabled na tao, mabigyan sila ng pagkakataon. At the same time, yung mga out of school youth, mabigyan sila ng pagkakataon na makapag-aral through training in civics, vocational, katulad ng TESDA, efficiency, and other skills. So, sa Section 3, number 1, all education institutions shall include the study of the Constitution as part of the curriculum. So, kailangan sa lahat ng educational institution is masali sa curriculum yung pag-aaral ng Constitution, yung batas, yung mga batas, kasi nga it is very important for us na malaman, mapag-aralan yung batas natin mismo. So, through studying their rights, so maaaring mas mag-improve pa yung pagmamahal nila sa kanilang patriotism. Kapag sinasabi natin patriotism, is yan na yung pagmamahal nila sa kanilang bansa, and nationalism, yung pagmamahal nila halimbawa sa kanilang tribo mismo. Foster love of humanity, respect for human rights, appreciation of the role of national heroes in the historical development of the country, teach the rights and duties of citizenship, strengthen ethical and spiritual values. So, kailangan mapagkasali yan, dapat kasali yan sa curriculum. Develop moral character and personal discipline, encourage critical and creative thinking, broaden scientific and technological knowledge, and promote vocational efficiency. So, all of that is kailangan kasali siya sa curriculum. So, sa number 3, in this article, at the option expressed in writing by the parents or guardians, religion shall be allowed to be taught to their children or wards in public elementary and high school within the regular class hours by instructors designated or approved by the religious authorities of the religion to which the children or wards belong, without additional cost to the government. Meaning, so bago magturo yung isang teacher sa school in terms of religion, is kailangan may approve o di kaya kailangan is with the guardians approval. Kung baga may pahintulot yung guardians ng bata, at the same time express in writing. At the same time, bago makapagturo ng religious, is kailangan din within the regular class hours. Kailangan doon din sa regular class hours mapapaloob yung pagtuturo ng about sa religion, and it must be approved by the religious authorities. So, kailangan aprobado siya ng religious authorities. So, sa Section 4, the state recognize the complementary rules of public and private institutions in the education system, and shall exercise reasonable supervision and regulation of all educational institution. Ibig sabihin, rights ng public and private institution na makapagbigay sila ng appropriate education, kung ano yung mga angkop na pang-edukasyon. So rights nila yun. At the same time, kailangan sundin natin yung mga rules na binigay ng public and private institution. So karapatan nila yun. So number 2, educational institutions other than those established by religious groups and mission boards shall be owned solely by citizens of the Philippines or corporations or association at least 60% of the capital of which is owned by such citizens. The Congress may, however, require increased Filipino equity participation in all educational institutions. Meaning, ibig sabihin nito, so kailangan yung school yung tinayuan ng school ay kailangan is owned solely by citizens, pag-aari mismo ng Pilipinas. And at least 60% of the capital of which is owned by such citizens. So at least 60% ay kailangan pag-aari siya ng citizens. Kung hindi naman, so kailangan i-required ng Pilipino na dapat ang masunod pa rin na batas is yung batas ng Pilipino. Kung ito naman ay pag-aari ng foreigner. So kailangan ang masusunod pa rin ay yung mga Pilipino. So number 3, all revenues and assets of non-stock, non-profit educational institution used actually, directly, and exclusively for educational purposes shall be exempt from taxes and duties. Ibig sabihin, yung mga ginagamit sa schools na kumbaga halimbawa yung ginagamit na gastos sa isang school is kailangan exempted na siya sa tax. Wala nang hindi na kailangan bigyan pa ng tax upon the dissolution or cessation of the corporation existence such institution, their assets shall be disposed of in the manner provided by the law. Proprietary educational institutions, including those cooperative owned, may likewise be entitled to such exemptions. So maaari ding ma-entitled yung mga halimbawa cooperative owned ng isang school. So including din doon sa exempted, hindi mabibigyan ng tax. Subject to limitation provided by law. So yun ang binigay na batas, including restriction on dividends and provision for reinvestment. So including na yung lahat. So number 4, subject to conditions prescribed by law, all grants, endowments, donations, or contributions used actually directly and exclusively for educational purpose shall be exempt from tax. Ibig sabihin, yung mga ginagamit for educational purposes is exempted siya lahat. Exempted siya sa tax. Hindi na siya pwedeng kuhanan pa ng tax. So, in section 5, number 1, the state shall take into account regional and sectoral needs and conditions and shall encourage local planning in the development of educational policies and programs. Meaning, so kailangan kung ano yung needs and kung ano yung halimbawa kailangan sa isang society is kailangan yun ang dapat i-encourage. Halimbawa kung sa isang societies ang karamihan is farmer, so dapat ang i-encourage or i-offer nila doon is yung edukasyon na pang farming din. Number 2, academic freedom shall be enjoyed in all institutions of higher learning. So, may karapatan silang i-enjoy and magbigay ng sa isang school is meron silang karapatan na magbigay ng policies. Halimbawa sa isang enrollment, so binigyan sila ng karapatan na magbigay doon ng policies. So, every citizen has a right to select a profession or course of study subject to fair, reasonable, and equitable admissions and academic requirements. Ibig sabihin, may karapatan yung isang estudyante na pilihin kung ano yung kanyang gusto. Halimbawa, kung ano yung kanyang gusto na course. So, meron silang karapatan kung ano yung gusto niya. Number 4, the state shall enhance the right of teachers to professional advancement. Non-teaching, academic, and non-academic personnel shall enjoy the protection of the states. So, sa number 4, so in this article, in-enhance niya yung karapatan ng isang teacher to professional advancement. Non-teaching, academic, and non-academic personnel shall enjoy the protection of the states. So, ibig sabihin, meron silang karapatan mapa non-teaching, academic, and non-academic personnel. So, meron silang karapatan na i-enjoy yung protection of the states kung ano yung nasa batas. So, sa number 5, the state shall assign the highest budgetary priority to education and ensure that teaching will attract and retain its rightful share of the best available talents through adequate remuneration and other means of job satisfaction and fulfillment. Ibig sabihin, so kailangan is merong sa isang education is meron siyang highest budget. Kabilang siya sa pinakamataas yung budget na dapat ibigay ng pamahalaan para mas makuha or mas ma-fulfill nila yung mga kailangan sa edukasyon. So, that's the end of uh, Republic Act 14, Philippine Constitution in 19 Philippine Constitution 1982. So now let's proceed to Republic Act number 232. So sa Republic Act number 232, this was an act providing for the establishment and maintenance of an integrated system of education. In accordance with Section 2, this act shall apply to and govern both formal and non-formal system in public and private schools in all levels of the entire educational system. So, in Republic Act number 232, so sa batas na ito is i-provide niya yung establishment and maintenance of an integrated system of education. Kapag sinasabi natin integrated, yan na yung sa isang barangay, halimbawa is kailangan hindi lamang siya pang-kinder, kung hindi meron na siyang elementary, secondary, college. So in this law, in-establish na yung pag-provide ng establishment and maintenance of integrated system. In accordance with Section 2, this act shall apply to and govern both formal and non-formal. So itong batas na ito is may apply siya both formal education and non-formal education system in public and private schools in all levels of the entire educational system. So, ano yung mga dahilan bakit ito ginawa? So, unang-una, to achieve and maintain an accelerating rate of economic development and social progress. Number 2, to assure the maximum participation of all the people in the attainment and enjoyment of the benefits of such growth. Para ma-assure na ma-enjoy din naman ng lahat ng tao yung growth or improvement ng isang ekonomiya. Number 3, to achieve the strengthened national unity and consciousness and preserve, develop, and promote this desirable cultural, moral, and spiritual values in changing world. So, ibig sabihin para mas umakas yung national unity, yung pagkakaisa ng mga tao. And para at the same time is ma-preserve natin ito at ma-develop and ma-promote yung desirable cultural, moral, and spiritual values. So, it is also stated in the Section 3 that number 1, the state shall promote the right of every individual to relevant quality education para ma-promote yung karapatan ng bawat isa na makapag-aral ng pantay-pantay and regardless of sex, age, creed, socio-economic status, physical and mental condition, racial or ethnic origin, political or other affiliation. Para ma-promote yung rights ng bawat isa, anong kasarian man ito, anong edad, so kailangan pinopromote ng section na ito yung tinatawag na equality. The state shall therefore promote and maintain equality of access to education as well as the benefits of education by all its citizens. Ibig sabihin, pinopromote niya yung equality. Dapat pantay-pantay, lalo-lalo na sa education, pag-aaral. So, ibig sabihin, dapat walang pinipili ang batas. Equality. May karapatan silang lahat. So, rights of students in school section. Sa section 9, ito naman ang tinalakay naman niya dito is yung karapatan ng isang estudyante. Unang-una, the right to receive competent institution relevant quality education. So, dapat yung isang estudyante is meron siyang karapatan na ma-receive yung competent institution. Kung ano yung naradapat na sa kanya is dapat ma-receive niya. And relevant quality education, at dapat relevant din yung quality education sa kanya. Halimbawa, yung isang estudyante is kung ano yung relevant na education sa kanya. Halimbawa, pag grade 1 na siya, so hindi pwedeng ipunta mo siya doon sa kinder. So, kailangan relevant. Number 2, the right to freely choose their field of study subject to the existing curricula and continue their course up to graduation, except in case of academic deficiency or violation of disciplinary regulation. Ibig sabihin, may karapatan yung isang estudyante na piliin kung ano yung gusto niyang, halimbawa, kung ano yung gusto niyang course, kung ano yung gusto niyang pag-aralan. So, meron siyang karapatan na pumili ng kung ano yung kanyang gusto na course hanggang sa makapag-graduate ito, except kung meron siyang mga violation na nagawa. Yung isang estudyante is meron siyang mga violation na nagawa. So, except yung mga estudyante na ganun. So, the right to school guidance and counseling service. Ibig sabihin, yung isang estudyante is meron siyang karapatan doon sa school guidance and counseling service, doon sa service ng kanyang mga teacher. So, meron siyang karapatan. The right to access to his own school record and confidently of it. So, ibig sabihin, meron siyang karapatan na makuha kung ano talaga yung halimbawa na achieve niya na grades. Halimbawa sa isang grade, kung ano talaga yung kanyang grades, so karapatan na yun na ibigay ng kanyang teacher ng tama. The right to issuance of official certificates, diplomas, transcript of record regards, transfer credentials and similar document within 30 days from request. Ibig sabihin, yung isang estudyante is meron siyang karapatan na mabigyan ng official certificates. Meron siyang karapatan na mabigyan siya ng diplomas kapag ito ay nakapagtapos, transcript of records kung mga grades niya, so meron siyang karapatan. within 30 days from request. So, the rights to publish a student's newspaper and invite resource persons during symposia, assemblies, and other activities. Ibig sabihin, may karapatan yung isang estudyante na i-publish yung estudyante, kung ano yung mga na-achieve niya. So kailangan is may publish siya sa symposium, assemblies, and other activities. Number 2, the right to free expressions of opinions and suggestion and to effective channel of communication with appropriate academic and administrative bodies of the school or institution. Ibig sabihin, may karapatan yung isang estudyante na makapagbigay ng kanyang ma-express yung kanyang nararamdaman, yung kanyang opinion, makapagbigay ng opinion at the same time makapagbigay ng suggestion. So meron siyang karapatan na yun. So the right to form or establish, join, and participate in organizations and societies recognized by the school, or to form, join, and maintain organizations and societies for purposes not contrary to law. So karapatan ng isang estudyante na ma-establish or mag-join sa or di kaya mag-participate in any organization and societies recognized by the school, or to form, join, and maintain organization and societies for purposes not contrary to law. Number 4, the right to be free from involuntary contributions except those approved by their organizations and societies. So meron siyang karapatan na maging malaya na gawin yung kanyang gusto. Halimbawa, hindi siya bigay ng contribution except kapag ito ay na-approval. Kung halimbawa meron silang organization na kailangan or di kaya meron silang nagawang batas, so yun ang exemption. So meron siyang karapatan na involuntary contribution. So the next one is right of all school personnel sa section number 10, free expression of opinions and suggestions. So meron silang karapatan na i-express ang kanilang mga opinions and suggestions to be provided with free legal service by the appropriate government official in case of public school personnel and the school authorities concerned in case of private school personnel with charge in administrative, civil, and or criminal proceeding by parties other than the school authorities concerned for actions committed directly in the lawful discharge of professional duties and or in defense of school policies. So meron silang karapatan na i-provide with free legal service by the appropriate government office in case of public school personnel and the school authorities concerned in case of private school personnel. So karapatan nila yun. Establish, join, maintain labor organizations of their choice to promote their welfare and defend their interests. So, karapatan nilang uh, i-maintain, establish, join, and maintain labor organization of their choice. So, meron silang karapatan doon sa kanilang uh, napili to promote their welfare para mas ma-promote nila yung kanilang mga kayamanan. Depend their interest. Depende sa kanilang interest. Number 2, to be free from involuntary contributions except those imposed by their own organization. So, meron silang karapatan na halimbawa, hindi sila magbigay ng isang contribution except kapag meron silang organization na kung baga kailangan makapag-contribute sila. Special rights and so now dito naman tayo sa special rights and or privilege of teaching or academic staffs section. So ito naman yung karapatan ng mga teacher, yung mga staffs. So unang-una, right to be free compulsory assignment not related to their duties defined in their appointment or employment contracts unless compensated. Therefore, additional compensation section 14 RA 4670 at least 25% his regular remuneration. Ibig sabihin karapatan nila na yung dapat karapatan nila na to be free compulsory assignment. Ibig sabihin karapatan nila na hindi nila gawin yung isang duty na binigay sa kanila kung hindi naman ito related dun sa kanilang mga duties. Rights to intellectual property. Meron silang karapatan doon sa kanilang intellectual property. Kanilang mga property. So, teachers are persons in authority when in lawful discharge of duties and responsibilities shall therefore be accorded due respect and protection. Commonwealth Act Act number 578. So ibig sabihin yung mga teachers meron silang sila yung responsible, meron silang karapatan na bigyan ng authority. Meron silang karapatan na bigyan ng authority doon sa halimbawa doon sa kanilang mga duties. Kung ano yung mga batas, so meron silang karapatan na sa katuparan ito. So, teachers shall be given opportunity to choose career alternatives for advancement. So, yung teacher is binigyan siya ng karapatan na binigyan siya ng pagkakataon na piliin yung kung ano yung alternative for advancement, kung ano yung alternative para sa kanya. Rights of administrators. Ito naman yung karapatan ng administrators. School administrators shall be deemed persons in authority while in the lawful discharge of their duties and responsibilities shall be accorded due respect and protection. Commonwealth Act number 578. Ibig sabihin, yung mga school administrator shall be deemed persons. Sila yung mga deemed person in authority, kung saan meron silang karapatan, mayroon silang authority while in lawful sa isang batas. Discharge of their duties. Rights of schools section. The right of their governing boards to adopt and enforce administrative or management system. So meron silang karapatan na buuin kung ano yung magbuo ng boards to adapt and enforce para makatulong sa administrative or management system ng isang school. The right of institution of higher learning to determine on academic grounds who shall be admitted to study, who may teach, and who shall be the subject of the study and research. So, yung mga yung karapatan ng isang school boards na kung baga sila yung tumingin kung sino ba yung sila yung magdetermine kung sino ba yung nagtuturo, sino ba yung hindi mga nagtuturo, or sino ba yung mga hindi nila ginagawa yung kanilang mga duty. So karapatan nila yun. Maintenance of quality education. So sa isang school, so kailangan may in this article or Republic Act, binigyan niya ng karapatan yung pag-maintain sa quality education. Voluntary accreditation. Number 2, teachers and administration's obligation and qualification. So meron silang obligasyon at the same time mayroon ding qualification na karapat-dapat. Ibig sabihin, hindi lahat ng isang teacher is pumapasok sa qualification ng isang school. So meron silang karapatan na piliin kung ano ba yung qualification na gusto nila. Government financial assistance to private school. So yung government karapatan ng edukasyon na sa gobyerno na mabigyan sila ng financial assistance. So that's the end of my report. Kung meron kayong hindi naintindihan, so pasensya na po. Hanggang dito na lang. Syukran. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.